They rolling with a backseat full of speakers and a trunk full of batteries. Talking to say it on the regular. You can tell what a nigga got teeth and see this phone. Let's go with no brakes. It's push no knee, baby. And I'm sick of this. It's a shame when this just had to deal with all this. We got to kick it now out the car. Where my lighter at? Give it back. Tape in my pocket. Let me put this in your
It's
tape.
the Spurs with the basketball as we begin the fourth quarter, and they'll be looking to finish strong.
And when you play stingy defense on one end, the other end takes care of itself.
Gasol to Cunningham. Oh, had him going there for a second. Rudy Gay slams it down.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. And he's fouled. Earns a trip to the foul line, Jay.
This drives me nuts when I see fouls like that being called in a close game. Sometimes...
Second one's good. Splits the pair. Mills in possession. Up 5. To Cunningham. Fires the 3. Well defended. Tough shot for Patty Mills. Conley into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Temple against the Australian. Going to launch beyond the arc. That's how you defend.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Here comes the screen. How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Conley. Pau Gasol with the block. And that one out of bounds off his spur. Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. Jaren Jackson. Marco Bellinelli swats it.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Wide open look won't go. Mills in possession. His team up by 7. For 3. Great defense, forcing the miss. To Conley. Here comes the screen. Conley, defended by Cunningham. To Jaren Jackson. That's out. Last touch by Mike Conley. They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor.
Number 33, Mark Gasol. And number 1, Kyle Anderson.
Mills in possession. Lead stands at 7. They work it down to Gasol. Short jumper off the mark.
Because he had no body control. You have to be able to control your body when you attack the rim at full speed. That's part of your concentration. People assume concentration just on the rim, but your body control is everything. Be able to speed yourself up or slow yourself down.
Time for some new personnel into the game.
Number 6, Sheldon Mack.
San Antonio with the basketball. Patty Mills to Rudy Gay. Here comes the screen. Fires the 3. Across the timeline, it's Conley. His guys down by 9. To Jaren Jackson. The drive, right to the basket. Jaren Jackson. Stuffs knocks it down with authority.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Conley to Jaren Jackson. Conley to Jaren Jackson. From long range, they swarm Jaren Jackson. Missed the shot. To Rudy Gay. Here's a chance from long range. Textbook defense.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
To Conley. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Mills in possession. Leads 5. Spurs will take the timeout. They'll catch their breath in what's now a 5-point game.
The difference is going to be the best player on the court. He's a guy that you have to
The
trust.
lineup changes now for both clubs. DeRozan to Patty Mills. Memphis, they've got it. He'll go to the foul line to shoot.
Yes, I love this move. Send him to the line. Chances are probably...
And he makes them both. Mills in possession. Up by 3. To DeRozan. Aldridge. To DeRozan. Off the assist.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
No good. The defender was a little too close for comfort.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Knocks down all 3 at the line. Conley into the front court. His club staring up at an 8-point deficit. LaMarcus Aldridge pins it.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
Spurs in possession to DeRozan. Here comes the screen. To Aldridge. To Gasol. Down low.
2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter.
Pau Gasol. 3 for 6 now.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Screen coming. Driving right to the basket. He takes it right at them and scores. You have to fill in there.
Might have had an extra dribble or 2 there, but he got the shot he wanted.
DeRozan with the basketball. It's an 8-point lead. Bad pass taken away by the Grizzlies.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Can't connect from inside. Aldridge to Patty Mills. Beyond the arc for 3. Now that's a contest.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
To Kyle Anderson. LaMarcus Aldridge able to recover with the block.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
DeRozan to Patty Mills.
And this is where you know you have the offense right where you want them. Every possession, all you see them doing is complaining to the ref, complaining to each other. You're making the game uncomfortable. That's the mark of a good defense.
So he goes 1 for 2 from the line after hitting on the second. To DeRozan. He shoots. Oh, off the mark. Kyle Anderson picked up by DeRozan. Off the penetration, almost, but no good. Referees called it. That was intentional.
Good foul.
Knocks down the second after missing the first. Whistle and a timeout for Memphis. It's just their first of the final 3 minutes. That leaves them with... He gets it.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
And here's the foul. Right now it's a 2-possession game, so if he hits 1 or 2 of these, it could be all she wrote.
Some players are built to handle these moments. On one end, you just sparked your team, and at the same time, you also got under your opponent's skin. Just want to manage through the emotions here and not take it too far.
Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Conley, guarded by Gasol. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it. It's the Spurs who are victorious as they take care of business at home. That does it. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our...